What's up, guys? Today I'm going to break down everything you need to know about retiring early. And I don't just mean at 65, I mean 5, 10, 15 years before that, sometimes even more. I promise you don't want to miss it. My name is John Boyd. I'm a certified financial planner and I'm the founder of MDRN Wealth. We are a fiduciary early retirement planning firm that serves clients all over the country. Before we talk about money, we've got to talk about purpose. Retirement isn't just about quitting work. You can't retire from something. You got to retire to something. So what's that for you? More time with family, volunteering, maybe even a career change doing work you love, but on your terms and for less money. Whatever it is, the bottom line is this. If you retire without a vision for what's next, you're just running away from something, not moving towards something better. Next, you need to define your wealth goals. This might sound cliche, but it absolutely impacts when you can retire and what that retirement looks like. Do you want a die with zero type of plan where you spend it all and enjoy every dollar? Or do you want to leave behind a big legacy for your kids? Do you want to spend more while you're young and healthy and then taper down spending later? Those answers are going to shape the type of retirement plan that you'll need. Now, let's get down to the numbers. I want you to memorize this simple formula. Expenses minus guaranteed income is what your portfolio needs to cover. Expenses aren't just the basics, right? They're your lifestyle expenses, travel, hobbies, healthcare, family support. If you don't track your spending, I would start doing it ASAP. You don't want to guess here. Guaranteed income is your predictable paycheck in retirement. Think Social Security and pensions. Now subtract guaranteed income from expenses. What's left is the gap your portfolio has to cover. For example, if you need $7,000 a month and Social Security plus a pension gives you $4,500, that leaves a $2,500 gap. That's the job your portfolio has to do month after month. Now, here's something most people don't talk about, and honestly, it's the hardest part of early retirement. If you retire at, say, 55, you might have no guaranteed income yet. Social Security doesn't start until at least 62, maybe later. That means your portfolio has to do all the heavy lifting. And that often means bigger withdrawals earlier on. Maybe 6 or 7% instead of the traditional 4%. On paper, the math can still work because once Social Security kicks in, the pressure drops. But the psychological hurdle is huge. After decades of saving, suddenly you're watching your balance go down really quick. Sometimes it's faster than you're comfortable with. The key is knowing this is normal. Early retirement often means having a front-loaded drawdown phase. As long as your plan accounts for it, you'll still be on track. Now, retirement investing isn't the same as saving for retirement. If you retire into a downturn like 2008, 2020, or 2022, and you're forced to sell, your nest egg can shrink really fast. That's called sequence of return risk. The solution to that is a 3-bucket investment approach. The first bucket is called the war chest. This is 2 to 3 years of expenses in cash. The next is the income bucket. These are your bonds and income producing assets that replenish that war chest. And then finally, you have a growth bucket. These are assets like stocks for long-term growth and inflation protection. This structure ideally creates a retirement paycheck that keeps flowing even when markets get rough. Now, what if you want to retire before 59 and a half and most of your money is in a 401k or IRA? Well, you don't have to wait for that either. You have a couple different options. The first, you have 72T distributions that allow structured withdrawals from a retirement account without penalties. You have Rule of 55. This is another way your retirement can allow you to access eligible 401k plans penalty-free if you leave your job at 55 or later. And finally, if you have a Roth IRA, your contributions can usually be withdrawn tax-free and penalty-free. So with planning, you can build an income bridge earlier than most people think. Besides investing, one of the biggest fears of early retirees is health insurance, and you have a couple options there. First, you can opt for COBRA for up to 18 months after leaving your employer, where you can even use your HSA to cover those premiums. There's private insurance, and then there's, of course, the big one, ACA marketplace plans, where tax subsidies can dramatically reduce premiums. But here's the deal. Subsidies are based on your income, not assets. So with smart tax planning, you can often slash your premiums by thousands per year. Now, speaking of taxes, let's talk about taxes, because they're one of the biggest drains on retirement wealth. Research shows retirees lose anywhere from 11 to 23% of their income to taxes. But with proactive tax planning, you can potentially save hundreds of thousands of dollars, even more. Take Roth conversions, for example. Timing and sizing them correctly can cut lifetime taxes by over 6 figures for some families, while giving you more tax-free income in retirement. So here's the point. Retirement planning isn't just about what you earn or save, it's about what you keep. Tax strategy can be the difference between scraping by and thriving in retirement. The final thing you should know is don't wait too long. According to a survey linked below, nearly half of retirees say they wish they'd retired sooner. Why? Because your best years of health and energy in retirement are often in your 50s and 60s. So if the math works, why wait? So there you have it, guys. That's a quick roadmap to everything you need to know about early retirement. If you have all the bases we discussed today covered, I think you're going to be just fine in retirement. However, if you want clarity on your own retirement numbers, set up a free retirement assessment using the link in the description below. You worked hard to build up your savings. Now it's time to put it to use. I will see you next time, guys.